Hey everyone, I've just got back from my little European tour. We played 3 amazing dates in Milan, Antwerp and Paris, and it was truly unforgettable. Today I'm going to be answering your questions from the Ask Hannah hashtag on Twitter. Meg asks, do you get much sleep on tour? Because sometimes you go from country to country in one day. I actually get quite a decent amount of sleep on tour, but that's usually because I'm not driving, which is really good for me because that means that when we're going from country to country in one day, then I can just have a little sleep in the van. Ian asks, where did you learn to play guitar, and in particular the style that you use at the start of Stay With Me? I learnt to play guitar on my granddad's nylon string acoustic. It's like a classical Spanish guitar. I learnt a lot through ultimateguitar.com, and I also bought a book, but I didn't want to have lessons because I'd had lessons on playing the flute before and it just became a chore, and I didn't want guitar to become a chore because I enjoyed it so much, which is one of the reasons why I also didn't study music at university. I didn't want it to become something that I had to do. I wanted it to stay something that I just loved to do and really wanted to do. The guitar technique that I use at the beginning of Stay With Me is one that I've seen a few people use, artists like Newton Faulkner. I've been a really big fan of the guitarist Andy McKee for years, and I went to see him live in concert and I just couldn't believe what he was doing with the tapping and harmonics, and it just sounded beautiful. So that's definitely what inspired me to do that. I didn't learn that from anything apart from just practicing, and it really was trial and error and mostly error. Joshua asks, how draining are the tours and how long does it take to recover afterwards? When I'm on tour, I don't get as much sort of rest time. Even though I get sort of a good amount of sleep, I don't feel rested despite having sleep. Sometimes like you'll go to sleep in the van and you'll wake up in the most weird contorted position. When you're actually on the tour, you really enjoy it, so you don't notice that you're being drained. And then I usually get home, sit down, have sort of about a day of just being sad that I'm not on the tour anymore because it was so amazing. Ben asks, does turning music into a job take away the magic or fun of both playing and writing? Certainly not for me. It doesn't feel like a job to me at all. It just feels like fun. To compare what I do to an actual, what myself and probably my mum would call a proper job, it's nothing like it. It really doesn't feel like a job to me at all. I just love it so much. Another question from Ben, do you tend to get nervous before you perform, and how do you pull yourself together? I do get nervous before I perform, but not all the time. In certain situations there'll be people there that I really want to impress, whether that be friends and family, or you know, a new bunch of people, or even industry people, or anything like that. That's really the only time that I get nervous before playing. But I really enjoy it, and it only tends to be sort of, I'm really nervous before I go on in that circumstance, and then I go on stage and then I start playing and then I realise that I can play. Eileen asked, how old were you when you first learnt to play guitar? I was about 13, 14, and then I started to play it and it really hurt my fingers and I couldn't get it right, and I just thought, what's the this? So then I didn't do it for about a year, and then I went back to it and kind of stuck it out. So I would say that I really started learning from around the age of 15. If you're starting to learn guitar, it might be better to learn on a nylon string, just so that you don't hurt yourself and sack it off quite as easily as I did. Eileen also asks, how was it working with Boyce Avenue? It was really great. We're really great friends and they're great musicians, so you can't really go wrong. It's like I said with the tours that we've done before, and with this tour that I've just come back from with Nick Howard, being friends with the people that you do music with is such a great thing. Sometimes it can be quite hard work to bring everything together in a particular project, and it just makes that so worth it. Michael asks, who is humming and singing at the beginning of Rectify? That is me. it's just been pitched down. So when we were working on it in the mixing and production of it, we literally just I was singing something random over the top of the original riff, and Ollie, the producer that I was working with, just took this humming bit and just sort of pitched it down, and now it's turned into the hook of the whole track. So it's it's pretty cool. I love that part of the song. Mona asks, Asia tour? Question mark. Yes. Like, I need to get on this touring. I know I've been really busy touring up to this point. I mean, it's only October and I've done 5 tours, but I'm definitely working on getting overseas more and doing the US and Canada and Asia tours, and you know, everywhere beyond that. I love touring. It really is my favourite part of doing music as a job. So yeah, I'm working on it. Michael asks, do you prefer chocolate cake, cheesecake or banoffee pie? I prefer banoffee pie over everything. I would actually class that as my favourite meal. If I could just eat that for the rest of my life and nothing else, that would be amazing. Team Triglets asks, if you had the chance to make a collab with someone you haven't yet, who would it be and why? I'd love to do a collab with Ed Sheeran. I'd love to do some feature vocals on a track by Kygo. I'd love to do a song with Bondax. There are so many people that I'd love to work with. It would be a dream come true to work with any of them. Cimarelli DMs, who is on Twitter at I'm_from_Spain, because I'm sure that's not your real name, asks, what's your favourite song right now? And I'd have to say that my favourite song right now is Take Me to Church by Hosier. And I just love the lyrics, the idea of the song, the video, the way it's been mixed, everything about the song. Mary Lou Morales asks, what's better on your tailor, picking or strumming? And I would say that they're both great. I love how my tailor sounds palm muted as well, and palm muting is probably my favourite sort of guitar playing technique. Rachie asks, what is your favourite thing about autumn? And my answer to that would be autumn leaves. I love autumn, I love the clothes as well. I much prefer winter clothes to summer clothes, and I don't really know why that is, but I think I just like, for example, I bought this sort of poncho wool knitted thing recently, and it's basically a rug with a hole in the middle of it for my head, and to be able to walk down the street literally wearing a rug is my idea of heaven. Kimberly asks, what about a tour through Germany? Love to tour Germany, and the last time we were there it was incredible, and I really love the cities there. Berlin's one of my favourite cities in the world, so we'll be coming back very soon. Nadzrul, I hope I've pronounced that right, asks, hang on, this is not an ask. You have a lot of crushes. I think I should be the one to decide that, but okay. I'm one of them, to be honest. Again, I think there's a communication thing going on. So what makes you think your crushes love you? I don't know. I feel like I might be blushing right now. I really love sharing music and sharing other parts of my life with you guys, and I love that you are so supportive, and I couldn't do any of it without you. I don't know that I have a lot of crushes. I have a lot of supporters, but I don't know that I have a lot of crushes. Moving swiftly on. Rachie asks, who is your favourite YouTuber? Please come to Glasgow soon. I will do. My favourite YouTuber, I really like the character Miranda Sings. I think she's hilarious and I watch all of her videos, so definitely her. Maudi or Moody? I'm really sorry if I've pronounced that wrong. You ask, how tall are you, Han? The last time I got measured, and I'm pretty sure that I wouldn't have grown since then because I'm 23, I was 5'7", so 5'7". Just Me asks, hello Hannah, what do you feel when you sing? When I sing any song, whether it be a cover or something that I've just written, I really get into the emotion of the song. So I can feel anything from sappy? A mixture between happy and sad. No, I can feel anything from sad to happy, but I do always feel really connected to the music. Rachie asks, what are you dressing up for Halloween? I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not entirely sure. My hair is quite a good length for this at the moment if I backcomb and stuff. Edward Scissorhands. Which sounds crazy, but I could definitely make scissors out of foil and backcomb my hair, and I think that would be pretty cool. Be My Finn asks, when will you come back in Milan? I want to write and record a few more new songs first before I come back, but once I've released another EP or another group of songs, I'm definitely going to be going back to Milan. That was really one of my favourite gigs that we've ever done, this one that we've done recently. Thanks so much for watching this vlog of my answers to your questions on the Ask Hannah hashtag on Twitter. And thanks to everyone that sent a question in as well. It's been a lot of fun going through these and realising that I need to learn a lot more theory and tour a lot more. But you know, the fact that you guys all over the world want me to tour and play more in places that you live is incredible, and I'm going to work really hard to do that for all of you. So I'll let you know as soon as possible about new tour dates, and please do keep a lookout for new music because I am writing a lot and we're currently recording something that I'm very excited about. But until then, I'll speak to you soon.